There's an old Chinese saying, may you live in interesting times. That we surely do. So let's apply reason and heart, an open mind and an open heart as we explore the deeper realities of what's going on in the world today. Hi, do you have concerns about climate change? Certainly, if you're watching mainstream news, you probably do, or maybe you don't know what to do about it. You may feel guilty, you may be uncertain. I can relate. Years ago, I shared those concerns. I almost even wrote a novel about it. And I also did some lectures for a while. They were really more on the vegan diet. And in that, I included the issue of carbon dioxide and climate change, along with a lot of other things. And some people use that as their primary argument for a vegan diet. But I also, about 10 years ago, did a lot of reading just out of curiosity about the ancient paleo history of Earth, including the climate, the geology, and the flora and fauna and all that. It was very interesting. It's a long, long history. I mean, the human part of it is just like the last minute or last few seconds on a 24-hour clock. And so there's been many, many changes on the planet. And there's been times when the planet was locked in ice. It's been hot, it's been cold. And right now, we are in the middle of a long period of glaciation in which we may even experience a little ice age soon, according to the science. Temperatures have been considerably, considerably higher than anything we have now or anything in human history. Most of the history of life on Earth, the carbon dioxide levels have been much higher than they are now. So what gives? When we look at the big picture, we have to ask some questions. Recently, I saw a really good documentary called Climate the Movie, The Cold Truth. And I really recommend it for everyone to watch. Interestingly, when I tried to post it on Facebook, I immediately got one of these, this contains misinformation according to independent fact checkers or whatever they say. And yet, it kind of actually proves the point of the movie that there's a lot of corrupt science and politics and government and money involved in the whole story that we are causing devastating climate change. In this movie, there's actually Nobel-winning scientists. They're actual climatologists, not just activists or people with an opinion. There are people who've been scientific advisors to presidents. I mean, they're credible climatologists. And they present facts and figures and charts that show you, just how absurd it is to think that we are, with a little bit of carbon dioxide, drastically changing the climate. We are doing other things, like we're mowing down forests, to grow food for a growing population, especially when we do it in inefficient ways, like through animal foods. It does take a big toll upon the earth, and it eliminates a lot of species. There's no question about that. And we are destroying the ocean with overfishing and trawling on the bottom and a lot of things like that. And we're polluting the world. And somehow, with all the hysteria about climate, we just don't look at those issues, which are more important, actually. So this movie, again, goes into how the science has become corrupted. How, if you are a climatologist, you can't get a grant for anything but the standard storyline. So why is it? Is there some other agenda? Well, it seems that there is. It seems that it's all about power and control at a one world government level. If we massively believe, as we're told over and over again, that we're causing this horrible problem and it's going to destroy life on Earth or humanity's chance of survival, if we don't do something very fast about it, then we're much more likely to comply with any kinds of edicts or moves towards a global governance system, like through the UN or the World Economic Forum. So that's what I think we really need to be looking at. And we need to be listening to the censored scientists on the other side, just as we did with COVID and with many other things. How long will it take us to understand that science can be manipulated? It depends on who's paying for the research. Both my husband and I are familiar with the methodology of science from our training in graduate school. See this video below where we comment on how it can go astray. So please have a look at this tremendous film. It's about an hour and 20 minutes, and it's well worth your time. And I think it might put your mind at rest that things are not quite as dire regarding our climate as you might think. Thank you for watching. And if you like this kind of content, then please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you.